What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Yeah, today is the day that we start seeing if we can do something with these headlights. These are my old headlights that I took out of my van. They're very deteriorated. They're not good, and I want to change them, and I want to do this myself. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and today is the day we start. Now, if you're a subscriber of the channel, you've probably seen these actually came on my van when I bought it, and they've been on there ever since, and it's the one thing that I always thought let the van down. Now currently I bought some new headlights, some just standard ones. There were aftermarket ones, they're not proper Ford ones because they're ridiculous money, and they're in at the minute as a hopefully a temporary replacement. As you can see, these ones are black on the inside, so they've already been taken apart by the previous owner, I think, and painted black. I must admit they do look really good, and they've also got these like running LED lights in as well, which I really like. Now I'm wanting to try and keep that theme but make it a lot better, freshen it up a bit and make it newer. How I'm going to do that, I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, so I'm just going to wing it. I'm sure we'll learn on the job. We'll be alright, won't we? If you haven't seen them, let's have a quick look. So as you can see, there's lots of marks on them. They're very cloudy. They're the LED lights that's currently inside, along the bottom there and up the side. Well, I've got two of them. The other one's in that box there, just in case you were wondering. I've just got one. I've got them both. They've already been bonded on with something previously. Like I say, they've been apart by the previous owner. I don't know what it is. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get apart. I'm not even sure whether this is going to be one video or it's going to be like a little mini series, because there's quite a bit that I want to do, and I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it into one video. So first job, I think, is we need to get them apart. I mean, I have no idea what this is held together with. It doesn't look pretty, I must say. This might just fall to bits, you know, when I actually start doing it. So yeah, first job I think today is let's get them apart and see what we're working with. And then obviously I'm going to repaint all the insides. When you get this lens cleaned somehow, I'm going to clean the whole lot out back here. I'm going to clean it all so it all looks pretty much newish. Now I have actually done a little bit of research into this to find out what's the best way to take headlights apart. A lot of people say you can do things like put them in the oven, which sounds a bit dangerous to me. I mean, I can't cook to begin with, and you want us to put into an oven. It doesn't sound like it's going to end well, to be honest, so I think I'll avoid that. Also, a friend of mine mentioned using a cardboard box like one of these behind us, putting a heat gun in, heating them up that way, so creating like your own oven, I guess, so it keeps the heat in. I think because we don't actually know how they're held together, what with and how well they're held together, we're just going to use Old Faithful heat gun.
Oh, this is just out the gun, this. Oh, this is.
Victory! So, with the help of Cosby Granda, we've managed to get them apart. We basically just hacked them to bits, didn't we?
So, these are all the bits.
So, it looks like we've got one wire, haven't we, from there, runs to the side light, which is for these LEDs here, which we're going to be replacing anyway. That's all going to get painted. We'll clean all this bit up on here because that's a bit messy. And the lens needs a good polish or something, doesn't it? See if we can clean that up. But it'll be a lot easier now it's off the
fan.
Off the light.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. This is going to be going hopefully the same colour as the van, which is a Panther Black with a bit of a flake in. I have got the paint somewhere. So that's one down, one to go. Right, so I've managed to get the lenses cleaned up a little bit, and as me and Cosway Granda were cleaning the lenses up, I was doing the actual lenses and he's been doing the inside of the lights, getting all that, you know, whatever they've bonded them together with, getting all that off, or trying to. And we've come across a bit of a problem. I think it's a bit of a problem anyway. It seems like the previous owner or whoever's done these lights has cut them, and it's quite bad. They've like hacked them. They've hacked the lights off. So instead of trying to like pull them apart, which I thought that's what you would do, they've just cut them out. So it's all jaggedy edges all the way around the lenses, and there's still actually bits of the lenses in the light. So we've had to pull all that out because it's, well, it's no good for when we're trying to stick them together, and also we didn't want to be cutting with fingers and stuff when we were trying to clean them. Cosway Grandad has also had a bit of a go at polishing these headlight lenses because I was worried about them. I didn't think we were going to actually be able to get them as clear as we have, but I'm still not 100% that these are the lenses that I want to put in the van. I'll show you why. Right, so as you can see here, this is one of the lenses that we haven't polished. This is one that we haven't polished or cleaned up. I haven't cleaned the back up or anything. This is one that we've polished. Alright, so we've actually given this a good going over. We've even cleaned all the back up as best we can, getting as much gunk off as possible. But you see this bit here, right? This is the issue that I'm having. You see all this? This is on for good, I think. All this like flakiness. Now what I think that's probably off, the only thing I can think is heat off the bulbs, and it's like distorted the plastic in some way, because we're really having trouble trying to get that off. And I mean, they don't, from here they don't look too bad, do they? Excuse the brushes and that in the background, but they don't look too bad. But my only concern is if we put these lenses back on, that's going to stand out, you know, that like there in certain lights and stuff. And it's although it'll look shinier, I think that, you know, that's still going to be noticeable. So this poses a little bit of a problem. So one, it's been hacked to bits, as you can see round here. Let's see if I can get it in focus. They've just cut the lens out rather than trying to like, I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, or, but I mean, I wouldn't have thought that's the best way to do it. I would have thought that's like a bit of a cop-out way to do it, maybe. Now, I wasn't expecting these lenses to be perfect, or get them perfect, or this process to be perfect in any way, because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing, I'll be honest with you. I think going forwards, if we can get ourselves a new set of headlights, or a better set of headlights, I should say, not a new set, a better set, which I've already got, we can work on those, and maybe keep these to one side. And I will do something with these. I'm not too sure yet, but I will do something with them because they're not a complete waste. As my dad always says, if you're going to do a job, do it once and do it properly. So yeah, a little bit disheartening. You know, we've pulled them all to bits and stuff, and we felt like we were getting somewhere. And you know, it's bound to happen though. You guys will probably know if you're watching this and you've done your own little project, you know, if you're into your cars and vans and bikes and whatnot, that when you start something like this, there's always going to be problems, especially with, you know, used vehicles and stuff like that. You never quite know what's being done or what the previous owners have done, how they've done it, and it's a little setback, you know, it's a little setback. And I could have scrapped this whole video, you know, like I could scrap it all and just start from when I get the newer headlights that I want to use and start from that process. But I feel like I want to document everything that's happening, you know, and the good bits, the bad bits, because this is what happens. This is what happens when you start pulling, like, you know, older vehicles apart and ones that you've not owned from new. You start finding out, you know, what actually has been done. And like I say, I don't actually know whether this is the correct way to do it or not. It certainly doesn't look like it's the correct way, because it looks horrible. Like someone's just took like a grinder to them and just absolutely hacked them out. We might do something with these lights, so I think I might do something maybe like a bit mental with them or something, you know, and try and do something different, because they're a bit of a lost cause, so I'll try and save them, but we'll maybe do something a bit crazy. If you've got any ideas, let us know, because we dad could be in for a crazy set of headlights for his van if he wants them. It looks like this is going to turn into like a series, which I thought it might. Anything I do, I try and squeeze as much information, as much video footage, as much of what I'm actually doing into the one video as possible. But I also want to keep it watchable, and I want to keep it, you know, relatively short. And the image that I've got in my head, right, the image that I have in my head of these lights, they're going to look amazing. But whether I can actually get it to that stage or not is another story. Thank you so much for watching though, everybody. I really appreciate all the support. Hopefully when you're watching these videos as well, you can take something away, maybe learn from my mistakes. Right, it's just started raining, I can hear it in the garage. I think a cup of tea, I'll have to go make Cosway Granda a cup of tea after all this work that I've put him through, made him do. And I'm going to have to break the news to him that we're potentially not using these lights. Bless him. Right, thanks again guys, I really appreciate you lot. Have a fantastic rest of your week, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully with a better looking set of headlights. Oh. Right. Oh, turn these lights off.